Hey guys, it's Not Lammers, welcome back, and today we are doing a Cyber Dragon deck profile post Banlist. Finally got around to updating this deck, and just, it does a lot of the same things that it used to do. And the Banlist, like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, Cyber Dragons kind of took a big hit with Summon Sorceress, and while Summon Sorceress is a semi-decent hit to the deck, it still performed about the same, and it's just minor changes to it overall. So I'm going to show you guys my new Cyber Dragon deck, the version that I think and that I'm pretty sure is going to be the way that this deck needs to be played. So we're going to set the extra and the spells and traps off to the side, and of course down in the description there is a link to our Discord. General chat is open to the public, and as well there's a link to our Patreon. Anything you back us with on there goes directly back into the profiles. But without further ado, triple Cyber Dragon, Heart and Soul of the deck just runs the, doesn't run the whole thing, but he is needed to resolve Machine Dupe. He's needed for other card effects, and honestly, like, just playing a 2100 body that you can just swing with is pretty decent, even now. Triple Cyber Dragon Core. This is your searcher for the Cyber Spells and Traps. A really good card, and you only get one effect per turn, but if he's in your graveyard, you can banish him while you control the monsters and special summon any Cyber Dragon monster from the deck. Next up we have triple Hertz. Hertz is really good. Just when he's sent to graveyard, you can search a Cyber Dragon, the vanilla one, from deck or grave. So if it's from grave, you can pick up like any of the Cyber Dragons, but if it's from deck, you can only grab the vanilla, which is pretty neat. And then next up is another guy who I've played a lot in my profiles, which is Double Veer. This guy summons himself when a Cyber Dragon is normal or special summoned, which is pretty nice, and he also gives a 500 attack point boost to all Cyber Dragon on the field. And then lastly, and this is one of the more changes to the deck, double Noxter. So I know I've been more so on the fence about Noxter than other Cyber Dragon players. I think with Summon Sorceress gone, you really do need to play two in the main. He's okay. I still think one, when we had Summon Sorceress, was a lot better, but currently, without her, you want to play two, because there is a reason for it, and I'll talk about it. It's just because of his effect, which, if you don't know what Noxter does, when he's normal or special summoned, you get to target you get to target a machine monster in your graveyard with 2100 attack or defense and special summon it, but it locks you into machines. Also, you can special summon him by discarding one monster from your hand. So very good card. He's a 1-for-1 target. You can summon him off core to trigger his effect. He's pretty okay, but I still think that 1 would be the proper number, but now without Summon Sorceress, 2 definitely is the right way to go. And for honorary Cyber Dragon stuff, or just extra extenders, we have double Galaxy Soldier. Without Summon Sorceress, you don't need the third one. If you don't know what Galaxy Soldier does, you discard a light monster to special summon it, and when he's special summoned, you can search a Galaxy monster, which is usually going to be himself. But the search effect is only once per turn, but you can special summon him by discarding a light as many times as you have Galaxy Soldiers. But yeah, without Summon Sorceress, you only need 2. And lastly, 1 Jizukiru. I actually got a super rare at the Dark Neostorm sneak peek, which is a pretty nice. This card's a lot prettier than I thought it was, like in pictures. But yeah, this is just to out stuff and also help with Fortress Dragon plays. So there we go. And then hand traps, triple Ash and triple Veiler. These are just, the good ones this format, honestly. Ogre is coming back, so maybe you could switch out the you could play 2 Veiler, 2 Ash, 2 Ogre. You could do that just by bumping Ash and Veiler down to but I think playing 3 is just, it's more consistent, and 2, I think these ones are a little bit better right now. Alright, moving into these spells, we play triple Cyber Emergency. This lets you search any Cyber Dragon monster, and if its activation is negated, you can discard a card and add it back to your hand. After that, 2 Rev System. This is a monster reborn for Cyber Dragons, but it also makes it unaffected by card effects, which is really cool. And then for the 1 of Cyber Spells, 1 Repair Plant to search the Galaxy Soldier and the Kaiju, and 1 Cyber Load. Now, I have thought about bumping Repair Plant up to 2. I'm not quite sure what I would do to what I would take out for it. Because I am playing a 42 card main deck, which for me is like the magic number for Cyber Dragons. You could bump rev system down to 1 and play 2 repair plant, but I like the 2 rev system just a little bit more. But you could probably squeeze in 2 and 2 if you really want to. That's it for the cyber spells and traps. Then we have triple machine dupe. This card is nuts. It's your main combo extender in the deck. Basically what it does is it targets a little cyber dragon and special summons 2 of the vanilla, which is really good. It also still works if your cyber dragon gets like effect veilered, so it's like, it's whatever. And then triple twin twisters. This is really good this format. It was pretty good last format against like salamangreats and stuff like that, but going forward this card gets even better just because of Mystic Mine and stuff like that, being able to wipe out 2 cards. And the last 3 of is triple Called by the Grave. I know a lot of Cyber Dragon players don't play the triple Called by the Grave. I like playing this. I know that some people cut this to a side deck card for Cyber Dragons, but with all the hand traps that there are now, especially with like no material and stuff like that running around, this is a really, to me, this has always been a necessary card for Cyber Dragons. And then 2 ofs, just 2 Overload Fusion. That's the only 2 of we play in the deck. This combo is really nice with Cyberload. If you open this, it's awesome. You can actually Rampage OTK with this if you open, like, if you go second and then open Cyber Dragon and any other Cyber Dragon monster, it's, you make Xyz, you activate this, and then it's Rampage OTK right there. 1 for 1, this summons Hurts, this also summons Noxter, and can trigger Noxter's effect. It's basically just an extra summon. And then 1 Monster Reborn. This is, some people, I've gotten comments saying that the Monster Reborn is redundant, that I shouldn't play it, but honestly, I've liked the Monster Reborn when I see it. It grabs back any monster from the graveyard, not just Cyber Dragon, so this is, I like playing it. And that's it for the spells. And the spells, traps, and the main deck as a whole. So we're gonna move into the extra deck. I'm not gonna talk about the side deck in this video because my side deck hasn't really changed. You still play the Scythe and the Pankratops and the Evenleys. So after that, it's really all preference. 1 Eternity Dragon, because Eternity Dragon is your Cyberload target. Really good card. If you have a fusion monster in the graveyard, which you should because you probably Mega Fleeted your opponent at some point, this guy's unaffected by spell and trap. Like, he's unaffected by card effects, which is pretty dope. And he's 2800, which is kind of small, but also kind of big. He's nice. He's very nice to have in the extra. And then your other Cyberload target, if you just want to like swing for game, and you know your opponent doesn't really have anything, Cyber Twin Dragon. I've honestly thought about cutting this just because he's not super great, but attacking twice has, I've summoned this guy and just sat on him, and it's won me games before, so it's like whatever. And then 1 Rampage. This is your 1 Overload target. I only play the 2 Overload fusions, but you're only ever gonna resolve like 1, and you only ever need to resolve 1. So I only play the 1 Rampage. But if you do want to put in a second Overload target, I would cut the Twin Dragon and play this over it, because you can also Cyberload fusion into the Rampage. And then after that we have double Mega Fleet. Mega Fleet is legit the best counter card in the game. Being able to eat up any extra deck monster, or sometimes even if your opponent, or formerly when your opponent could extra link you, just being able to slurp up 2 of them was pretty insane. So Mega Fleet is awesome. And then we have our honorary 3rd Mega Fleet for the Sky Striker matchup. Anything that plays machines needs to watch out, because Fortress is really awesome. I think there's another deck that has like machine extra decks now. What is it? Oh no, it was Super Quants. I was talking to my friend who now plays Cyber Dragons, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to play him because I was playing Super Quants, and he was maining Cyber Dragons in a Fortress. So, but anyway, yeah, Fortress against Sky Strikers. It chews up the Kagari, it chews up all that stuff. Very nice card to have. And that's it for the fusions. Then we have for our Xyz monsters, double Nova. Nova's really nice. Just a very good card overall. Being able to revive a Cyber Dragon, and Nova OTK is still super viable. So like how Nova OTK works is you summon Xyz, and then you summon Nova, and then you use Nova to summon back one of the vanilla Cyber Dragons, and then before you attack, you activate Xyz. Xyz buffs Nova to 42, and then if they have a monster on board, you just swing with Xyz to get over it, and then you swing with your vanilla Cyber Dragon for 21, and then you swing again, and then you swing with Nova, you declare attack with Nova, and in damage calc, you activate Nova's effect to either banish Xyz or the vanilla Cyber Dragon, probably the vanilla, and Nova will go to 63, which is game. So that's how Nova OTK works. It's very good. And then we have 2 Infinity just to slap on top of the 2 Novas. It's kind of like stock standard at this point. And then after that, we have 1 Pleiades. Now, I did find that without Summon Sorceress, Pleiades is a lot harder to summon, and that's because of a couple factors that I'll talk to when I get to the card that replaces Summon Sorceress in this deck. But for now, I'm still playing the 1 Pleiades. But he might get switched out for a different rank 5 or a Link monster, just because he is harder to summon in this deck now, or you just don't get to summon him as often, more so. Of course, we have double Xyz. I always play 2 Xyz. I like playing 2 Xyz. I'm probably never gonna not play 2 Xyz unless something comes out that's like really good for Cyber Dragons and can replace him, but I do like playing 2. He's a limiter removal on legs. He buffs any 2100 like once per battle during either player's turn. You can buff a 2100 or higher machine monster by 21, which is pretty nice. So it does like kind of practically double all Cyber Dragon's attack points. And then that's basically it, except he can't deal damage. And then you can only do it once with Xyz. And then we have 1 Cleefort Genius. This guy is just there for the negating stuff. It's really cool. And then lastly is Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget is the newest card in the extra deck. Alright, so Platinum Gadget, for those who don't know, is able to summon 1 machine monster from your hand to a zone that it points to, I think. Yeah, from your hand to a zone that this card points to. And so what that does, it doesn't negate the effects or anything like that, so it does trigger Noxter and Hurts and anything that gets effects off special summoning. So, which is really nice, but it has to be level 4 or lower. And the reason now, while we're playing 2 Noxter, is to trigger Noxter off of Platinum Gadget. But if you use Platinum Gadget's effect, I think it locks you into machines. It does not. He just can't be used as Link material. So I might have been wrong about the Constellar Pleiades thing. But basically, we're just using this as kind of our new pseudo Summon Sorceress for Noxter. Like, I remember when I first saw the ban list and Summon Sorc was banned, I was like, that's not too big a deal, but it also was a little bit of a pain because I think Summon Sorceress for a lot of decks was really powerful. But this card is going to help us extend and just get stuff out of our hand, and it's going to be about as good as Summon Sorceress was. Unfortunately, it's not going to let us utilize the deck as much, but that's okay. In the long run, this should do about the same thing. You can still make the boards where you do like Nova, Infinity, and Xyz. You just have to use Noxter now to do it, and you also have to like link away the first Infinity and make the and then reborn it with the Noxter. It's just you have to use Noxter combos more effectively now. But that is it for the deck. I'm not really gonna drag it out too much, but yeah, so that's the deck update. It's as consistent as it once was. It's as consistent as it was before. It's about as good as it was beforehand too. It's still a really strong deck. It still does everything that you want it to do and can perform as well as it once did. Just can't get the Summon Sources out, but that's fine. But yeah, so that's Cyber Dragons. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments below. I'd love to see your guys' thoughts on this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video.